Hello. Oop, my mic is not where it should be. Hi. Hello, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Also, I fixed it. I fixed it.
Woo. 4-month combo.
Oh, jeez. 4 months. Thank you, E. Many hearts for the sub. Also, that seemed to have unlocked a new emote for the ha holidays, which, oh my god, you guys need to see this. I think that's meant to be like a terrified Santa, but it looks kind of silly. I kind of love it though. And I will be very sad when it is no longer with us. The heck is that? Oh my god, that is the most adorable cat. Like, it looks like a little donut or something. Some sort of puff pastry. That is adorable. I cannot get over the cute. It's Bongo Cat, but it's not quite Bongo Cat. I kinda love it. I kinda love it, though. But hi, how's everybody doing tonight? Hope you guys are doing well. It's a Twitch-branded Bongo Cat. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Oh dear. That is E's collection. Oh, that is a lot of them. That is a lot of them. Mine is not as large. Yeah, I think I only have like 5 to year 7. I think that's 7. Yeah, that's 7. Yeah, I only have like 5. And I love all of the ones I have. I love that this is a thing that Twitch is doing for the holidays. I don't know why. It just kind of amuses me. But you guys know what else amuses me? Not the best segue, I will admit. But I have something very important I want to share with you all. Are you ready? Are you ready? I don't know if you can handle it though. Are you ready? Now, some of you in the Discord have already seen this. But look what I got. Look at what I got. It is also full of tea tonight, just because I can. But this is our beloved Filth Heart on a mug. As you can see, it has tea in it. Very delicious tea. I might have slightly oversweetened it, but I love this mug quite a lot. It is our lovely Filth Heart on a mug. Now, if you guys have been in the Discord, you've already seen the picture I took of it, but I wanted to show you guys it exists. What the heck is that? That is a GIF of some sort. Hold on, let me get it up on a screen here. I don't know what I was hoping it was. That definitely exceeded my expectations, I will be honest. Hold on, let me see if I can't get it on here for you guys. Hold on, let me see what I can do. Okay, this is not the best, but... Whoops. In which I just move everything. It's fine. Trying to adjust some things here. so you guys can actually see this. Because it is a very appropriate GIF. It really is. Okay. Not the best, I will admit, but can we just appreciate the Avatar GIF for a second here? It is very appropriate and wonderful, and I'm fond of it. But yes, the Filth Heart mug lives. This is actually the classic version of the mug, not the tall one, because I do not have room in my cabinet for a tall mug right now. But believe me, if I did, I would have picked it up. You memes like the terrifying abyss I am. Oh dear. But yes, if anybody watching would like the mug for themselves, you guys can go to thionel.redbubble.com. There are links in the panel down below the video feed. But you can also type !merch over in the Twitch chat, and that will bring you to a link where you can acquire your very own Filth Heart mug, if you are so inclined. Like, hold on, let me just bring this a bit closer here so you guys can appreciate the majesty that is this. I love this so much. Like, I don't know what I was expecting. The pictures made it look fantastic, but I feel like it's so much better in person. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But I am fond of it, and I do love it. That is the main thing for tonight. Let's see. What else? I don't know that we have a whole lot in the way of actual announcements tonight. Other than apparently the last cinematic trailer for the Season of the Dragon is dropping, I believe, tonight. Hi, Yumi. How are you? Which I'm very excited about. I know the entire community is excited about, but I need to, like, keep my distance from it. Because, and this is going to sound really weird, there is a part of me that wants to try to, like, do a sort of react video to it, which seems silly, considering I haven't done it for any of the other cinematics in the Season of the Dragon. But there's a part of me that wants to. Because the ESO cinematics are freaking amazing. Like, may I remind you, Chimera, the absolute Khajiit goddess that she is, flat out hissing at a dragon. Like, only in ESO cinematics are you gonna find things like that. She does. She does. I love her. Chimera is the best Khajiit. She and Razundar are the best Khajiit, and you cannot tell me any different. But yes, I'm going to try to react to the cinematic when it goes live. I don't know when exactly that's going to happen. Not tonight while I'm streaming, obviously, because that is just... I haven't figured out how I want to set that up yet, so that's not going to be a thing that I'm going to watch live, but whenever it's up on the Bethesda channels, I will watch it and try to film my reaction to it. But I don't know how well that's going to work. So we shall see. If that is something you guys would like to see, though, please let me know, and I will endeavor to do more of it. There was something else I really wanted to mention tonight. What was it? Oh, yes! I remember now. So, just a reminder, again, that all of our stream loyalty currency is being handled Twitch side. And with that, I have added a couple of new rewards to the thing that you guys can spend your points that you have been accumulating here. Namely, there's an option where you can make me dye my gear a different color. There's another option where you're fully capable of making me create a new character and playing them for like an hour. So that is the thing that can be done. Hello, Doom Stench, how are you? Alright. I think that is mainly everything, though. Shall we flip on over to the game itself? Because, whew, I think we are finally at the end of Cadwell's Gold and the Covenant quests. I think we are finally getting there. Because may I remind you, chaos has occurred. And we really need to resolve this. Because the last time we played this game, food is delicious. I can only encourage acquisition of it. You all know that. So again, the last time we wound up playing this game, last Thursday, where were we?
Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you?
Not the Wabbajack. But the last time we were playing this, we basically watched Septima Tharn flat out murder one of the kings of the Daggerfall Covenant. And, yeah, this cannot stand. We must fix this. And so we have achieved the permission of some heroic spirits to go into the afterlife, I forget the actual name of it, in order to retrieve him. And, you know, stop Septima Tharn because she's decided, hey, I'm going to use this as a place to hang out. Which, you know, she probably should not be doing. So we basically need to fix things because this is what we do, apparently. She murdered High King Emmerich, yes. Yes, she did. And, we need to fix. So, let us fix. I mean, hopefully we can fix it. It would really, really suck if, you know, he was dead forever. I'm not the biggest fan of the Covenant, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I do like Emmerich. Like, Emmerich has grown on me significantly. So, I would like to save him. So, let us be off. And hopefully rescue the king's soul. Which I think we can do anyway. And I will be honest, when I logged out the last time, I was expecting that I would still be in the area I need to be in, but I think we get sort of a recap cutscene at this point. Because this is going to take us back to Septima, I believe. Oh, nope. Oh, God, really? You're putting me all the way back here. How dare. How dare. Okay, so we need to fight our way back through here again. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. I mean, I'm not happy about it. But I can live with this. You know, every time I try to sneak up on them, I'm hoping I can, you know, shoot them from behind or something. It never works out that way. Never. Alright, back up through here. Oh, I just realized I didn't have my snipe on. It's fine. It's fine. I am, however, very annoyed that I apparently need to go back through all of this again and just sort of creep my way through here. It is what it is. And I have to do this, I get it. I'm just not happy about it in the slightest. Okay. Onwards we go. You know what? My shade can come through here. Help me kick their butts. Okay. No, I do not want to fight the Harvester. Do not make me fight the Harvester, please. I would really rather not. Because I don't know if you guys remember. I don't like the Harvesters. I do not like the Harvesters at all. They're probably one of my least favorite Daedra to attack. It is not a fun time. I don't know if I run into any others along the way here, but probably do. Oh. F me. I have to fight at least one of them. This is why I stop before I enter a Delvey place or after, no in between. Yeah, in retrospect, that is what I should have done. Did that occur to me? No. No, it did not. Ugh, I freaking hate the Harvesters so much. In retrospect, I really should not have gone through the door the last time. But I wanted to know what was behind it. I should have just stopped here, like I was originally planning on doing. Did I do that, though? No, because that would have made sense. I also wish we kind of had the opportunity to, like, deck Septima at this point. We don't, but I wish we did. Okay, we don't get the cutscene again. I wish we did. Okay, we need to go into the far shores and reclaim Emmerich's soul. His body's there. We need to bring the soul out of the far shores and put it back in his body. Hopefully. That's a thing we can actually do in this universe, right? I mean, if my soul gets taken by a Daedric prince, and I can get my soul back, we can totally do that for important NPCs, right? Right? Fingers crossed anyway. Something like that. I am hoping it is actually like that. Unrelated to anything, but one thing I've noticed about this mug here is that it's surprisingly lightweight. Like, I don't know, I'm used to a lot of my mugs having like more heft to them. This is pretty lightweight. Souls are kind of ethereal, quite literally. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. I have no idea how to even navigate the far shores, but whoa. So it is kind of misty and everything beyond where we are. Everything is a lot of...
Next up, Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Maybe. Onto. How are you doing? Navigated by boat. I mean, weirdly, there does not seem or seem to be much of a river or anything. Like, there's this, but it's shallow enough where you can just basically run through it. Oh, wait, no, you do need a boat over here. But Antu, please.
Can you get us back? It's quite pleasant here, but I'm not ready to die yet. We can't let them win.
Working on it, Your Majesty.
Your death matters little. There are other kings. It's this one I wanted. The one who's been holding the Covenant together at every turn. The vestige from Cold Harbor. Didn't think I knew, did you? I did, and I knew I couldn't kill you. On Mundus. Here, though, you're severed from Cold Harbor. From your soul. Here you're stuck. Goodbye now.
Insolent necromancer! The far shores is no prison in which you can place your enemies. You dare to come here and then expect to live freely? I think not. You, though, are no less a fool. An honorable fool, but a fool nonetheless. Very well, though. I have an offer. Slay this wretched woman, and you and your liege can return to the Mundus.
I'll leave whenever I damn well please. But I'll enjoy teaching you both a lesson in power first.
What is happening? Okay, so kick Septima's butt. But who the heck is that? And Antu, I'm slightly concerned by the way you phrased that, which I'm sure was your intent. Oh, that is cheating, Septima! What the? Septima, where are you? Oh, jeez. Okay. I apparently have to fight an entire army. Cool. I have to fight the ghost of an entire freaking army. This is fine. This is fine. This is not fine, but you know. It is what it is. Where are you, Septima? Come here. Oh, that is cheating! You moved right out of my AoE. How dare.
If it were my aspiration, I could rule this plane.
Okay. Oh boy. You know what? I'm just gonna spam my twirly thing and hope it does something. I feel very bad about this. Come on, Septima, where are you? Hi. You need to stop moving out of my AoE. Or not AoE. You need to stop moving out of my ult. Thank you. Ugh. I have never been so happy to kick an NPC's butt. Also, she dies with her eyes open. I don't know why I felt the need to point that out. It's an interesting tidbit, I believe. Emmerich!
Well, that was demoralizing, wasn't it?
Your death matters little, Emmerich.
I can't believe she said that. I don't know, though. Is it true?
Of course not, Your Majesty. The Daggerfall Covenant needs you.
That's a relief, I suppose. There's some part of me that wants to stay here, but I'd have regrets for all eternity, wouldn't I? Since I'm in the fortunate position of having a choice, I think I prefer you take me back.
Of course, I'll take your soul back, no problem. How is this guy even here? Also, like, what is this?
Were it truly your time, I might invite you to remain here in the far shores. You have earned the right to be here. It is not your time, though, so you must go. Take your liege back, restore him, and then you must all leave the Hall of Heroes.
Understood. Returners to the Hall of Heroes, please. What is that guy's deal? We will likely never know. What is his deal? It is going to bug me. It is going to bug me for a very long time.
My cousin.
Oh,
My
jeez.
king. I'm sorry we failed you.
Still dead. So do I just climb back in? There. Easier than I thought. That knife wound still smarts, but it's good to be alive.
Woohoo! He's not dead. We will likely never know, Doom, and it is very sad.
That was an experience I won't be forgetting anytime soon. I'd say that you went beyond the call of duty, but I think you went even beyond that. Of course, Septima was actually after you, wasn't she?
Yeah. We're both lucky to have survived, honestly.
I suppose so. Furthermore, I'm grateful now that Septima never returned my affections. Mara's mercy, that woman did not age well. She's irrelevant now, though, thanks to you. I suspect, however, that we can't afford to rest on our laurels just yet.
That reaction, though. But that, I believe, is that the last? That is the last of the main quests in this area. We have done it. Septima, birds and death. Indeed. Now, the real question is going to be, am I going to get murdered on my way out of here? We shall see. We shall see. Like, are there still Imperials along the way here? Nope, Lion Guard.
Just move along.
I think we all technically need to move along. The Keeper was very clear. We all need to get out. On the plus side, Vestige, return to the harborage. I mean, we got it anyway, probably. The one I love that we have the options of going through and, you know, doing the other faction quests and everything. But especially with the way everything got reconfigured with the one Tamriel update a while back, where you can basically do anything in any order, I feel like...
Tread lightly.
Okay, you hush. The fact that when you complete a thing and it just sort of ends, like, especially with this, it just sort of ends abruptly. And it's like, okay, what now? And I know what now. Because at that point, you'd probably, at least with the original update, you would probably be going back to Cold Harbor, kicking Moldog Ball's butt.
Well,
But I feel like without that, everything just sort of ends kind of abruptly. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Okay, we are here. Where the heck is... Where even am I on this map? Okay. There I am. I am down here. Okay. You know what? We're just going to port back over this way to Volkelgard. I don't know if I really need to, but you know, we're doing this anyway, because we can. But also, now that I think about it, I don't know if that is technically the end of the thing. You would think it would be. No, that is the end of... That is definitely the end of the Covenant stuff. Huh. I don't know, for some reason I thought maybe there would be a little more after that, but apparently not. But back to the Harborage we go. Which for me is back... technically the Harborage is pretty much anywhere on this map, but I easily remember where the heck the one off Volkelgard actually is. So that's where we're going. Also, because there's a stable master right off the door. Not the door. Oh my god, what are words? Right off the way shrine. And I had not visited the stable master in quite a while. Also, yes, that is hopefully a thing. I mean, the pot helm is very much entertaining to me, but I can't remember if that's a silver or gold reward. To the Harborage, do. I ran right by the door, didn't I? Yes, I did. Because apparently when you have not completely loaded in yet, everything gets a little wonky. There we go. Look, I know where this is. You know, I don't think I was paying attention when I completed silver. But I feel kind of bad about that, to be perfectly honest. Hey, Cadwell.
Dear me, thrice the champion, is it? Bravo!
I've traveled the world, Cadwell.
Not the whole world, never the whole world, but quite a bit, yes. Now, I've got something for you for all your trouble.
Okay, what is this? Oh, hey. Not a bad neck piece, actually. And the pot helm. Oh my god. It is literally Cadwell's pot hat. That is the most wonderful thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Hold on. Where is this? Oh my god. Guys, I love it. I love this so much. A true hero, indeed. This is the best thing. Excuse me, Yumi, that is a heroic pothead to you. Saved the damn world 3 times now. This is delightful. I can't take myself seriously with it, to be honest. But I love it. I love it so much. This is incredible. I'm way too happy about a pot helmet. Like, what does this say about me? I am way too happy about a helmet that is literally a pot. I mean, let's be real, it is a fantastic hat. But what does it say about me that I'm so excited for this thing that I didn't even know I was gonna get until, like, just now? It says you have fine taste in headwear. Well, somebody likes my taste anyway. But imagine if you did this and just saw your past self just as you're coming in. You see how far you've come. Oh, God. The past version of this character would be looking at her future version like, what the heck is this? Like, what is even happening right now? I have no idea how to react to this. And the current version of her is just like, well, I have a pot on my head. This is my life now. I will probably turn it off because it doesn't really mesh with the vibe I'm going for this character. But for now, I can delight in the fact that I'm wearing a pot helmet. And I mean, how can you not delight in something like that? It is wonderful. I approve of it. Okay, on a serious note though, let's take that off. Because it doesn't really mesh with the vibe I'm going for with this character, but... Wow. You guys, we have been doing gold and silver for so long that, you know, I almost forgot there's still more of this game we have not even touched. Like, we've so much DLC content we can still do. We're going to get started on Elsweyr because I've been wanting to actually do this for a while now. But, you know, there's just a lot. That is just one thing I love about this game. Like, you are never actually done. Just because there's so much. There's so much story. There's just so much of everything. And I kind of love it. Also, oh my god, this guy has a glowy Dwemer construct friend. Look at the glowy Dwemer friend. Look at the glowy Dwemer spider, you guys. Oh, he's riding away. I like my Dwemer spider, but I very much appreciate their glowy one. But next, I have been saying this for a very long time. I've said repeatedly, when we were done with Cadwell's Gold, we were going to be finally picking up Elsweyr and poking around there. Finally! Oh, the solar one. That's a solar one? I didn't even know that was a thing. Huh. Also, we're not talking to this NPC as much as I really want to. We're not talking to them because that is, new DLC stuff that we haven't even covered the first chunk of yet. So, we're not going to touch that. What we are going to do, before we go off into Cat Realms, however, is I do want to take a minute to just talk about the new crown crates we got in, which are the Frost Atronach crates, because, okay, can we just, first of all, apparently, in the next 4 days, you could potentially acquire the Infernium Dwarven Spider, and how freaking cool is this? I don't know that it's technically safe to ride, But just, I mean, check this out. It is just ridiculous, and I kind of love it. But also, can we just talk about the Frost versions of these mounts for a second? Because just look at how cool these pictures look, you guys. Just, they are so freaking cool looking. I cannot get over how cool looking these mounts are. I mean, look at this. Frost Bear. This is a Frost Atronach bear. How freaking cool is this thing? It must be very cold to actually ride on. But just the design of this thing. It's just, I love it. Frost Spider. Like, to me, these mounts are just the coolest freaking things. Frost Atronach horse. I don't know that they'd be very comfortable to actually ride on account of, you know, frost. But just, they are so freaking cool. I also find it interesting that this is listed as a Kagouti, as opposed to, as opposed to a Gwar. I know words. I words good. But just, this one I think is probably my favorite of, like, the maxed out, like, stamina, speed, inventory thing. Just because of the horns it gets on the sides of its head. This doesn't have those without them. I like the horns. I feel like they just add something to it. But I do love this one. This is the Frost Atronach Sench, who also looks pretty badass. And this is the wolf version. With this in the Kagouti, I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of that really badly. But I think these are like my favorite versions of the frost mounts. I mean, how cool does this look? Yes, pun intended, by the way. Before anybody gets any ideas. Pun definitely intended. It's so freaking... I love these things. I love them. Where's my frost camel? A very good question. Like, I didn't even realize that, but this is, I think, one of the rare times they did not actually give us a camel mount. I feel like any other special mount that they've given us, there's been like a camel equivalent of some sort, and there isn't one. Huh. Things I did not really consider. Well, yeah, there's definitely no frost camel. Why is there no frost camel? It's very weird. I think it's just me and like 3 other people who actually like camels, so. The camels aren't bad, necessarily, just I like the designs of some of them better than others, is my thing. Like, where is... Hold on. Mounts. Okay, the Hammerfell camel is not terrible. My main issue with them is when they run. Like, I can't really focus on riding... I don't like riding these things just because of their gait. For some reason, that bothers me when I'm actually riding them. You know, a frost camel would have been pretty damn cool, though. Bethesda, why no frost camel? He is apparently not a fan of the camel. Ooh, bit a little there, sorry. Let's see, we also have another horse. This is the Coal Smoke Forge horse. This is a legendary reward. Which is actually a different, somewhat different style of horse than the one you get at level 10 or 15. Looks very cool. You can also pick up crafting motifs. So this is the ancient orc style. I don't know how I feel about this. To me, this doesn't really read as orc, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. Okay, no, this definitely reads orc on the heavy armor. Also have the Trinimac crafting style, which I am weird. I like the wings. I like the wings. Sue me. I'm mildly disappointed that the wings don't exist on the medium armor, though. Or the heavy. But these are just some very badass styles. I do like them. And this is the Malakath crafting style. Light armor. Medium. Weirdly enough, I like this one too. The heavy armor, I have some issues with that helmet. But I do like the design of this. This is apparently the Deadlands brand, which... This is slightly concerning. I don't think I like it. Oh my god. Okay, so two things. First of all, bear. This is the Grey Smoke Forge bear. Second of all, there's actually a freaking sort of Maormer skin. Which I don't know how well you guys can see this, but there's definitely like some fish scales on the character's arms and their legs and along their face. I did not think I was gonna like this that much, but I kinda do. I think you would be right on that, Doomstench. I am blanking on Plains of Oblivion, however. My knowledge of them was always kind of shaky, to be honest. Anything about the Elder Scrolls universe I've literally picked up as I played this game. So... Oh, there's more scaling on the back there. I really did not want to like this. I really did not want to like this skin, and I kind of do. Huh. I also have the opalescent epidermis, which, oh my lord. Look at how shiny this is. They were not kidding on the opalescent thing. Jeez. I don't think I like it. I can see how some people would. I don't think it's for me, personally. But I do not think I am a fan. We've also got some weapons. This is the Palatine Outlaw Bow. Let me... Can I put it away? No, I wanted to... Okay. I really like the quiver. But I'm also like a big fan of like the beading they have on it. The bow feels a little plain to me in comparison. But I do like it. I just think the quiver is my favorite part. But, oh wait, the bow I think has some like beading on the wrapping. Like, I can barely make it out, but it is there. In my character's hand is the outlaw dagger, which you can't really get much of a good look at. I think the pommel is like some sort of lion head design. This is the greatsword. I love the beading. I love the beading, just like under the guard there, but I feel like if the character were to just you know, sheath it on their back, the beads would fall off. It doesn't really look like the beads are attached to anything. They're just look like they're wrapped around the thing. Which does not seem like a good design choice, but just me, I'm sure. This is the Palatine Outlaw Staff. You got the same beading motif. You have that sort of crescent moon design there, too. I like these. Oh, no. Oh, no, you guys. Look at this. This is the snow leopard saber cat. I love it. This is dangerous. I love this cat. Did not expect to, but I do. This is also one of those rare mounts where your riding skill doesn't affect the appearance of it. I kind of really like this. And there's a part of me that kind of hates that I like it. So I was trying to save up the gems I have for other things, but there's a part of me that just almost wants to buy it. I'm not going to. A part of me almost wants to. You can apparently get a target Frost Atronach for your house. If you want to, you know, shoot at Frost Atronachs all day, perfect your rotation, get an Atronach training dummy. Also have a treasure hunter personality, which apparently means you carry a torch a lot of the time. You run with this torch in your hand. That does not seem safe. That is crouching with this. E goes to Elsweyr to get a head start. I do like that a lot of the animations are changed based with its torch. Also, one more mount. This is the Witch Knight Charger. Okay, now this is cool. This is a freaking cool horse. Oh no. Oh no, you guys. This is it with the stamina, speed, and inventory maxed out. You guys, I love it. And this is my problem. I don't have enough gems to acquire both of these things. I hate that I love this horse. I really do. It is very cool. And I know I could just, spend the crowns I have on Frost Astronaut crates. But let me tell you something. My luck with the astronaut, with any of the crates, is usually abysmal. So the chances of me actually getting a mount out of one of these things is pretty slim. But these things are they're gorgeous. Let's also take a look, though, at the epic rewards. This is the Bleak Rock Housecarl dress, which I also really like, surprisingly. I feel like the design of this is similar to a dress we got as a login reward a while back. Maybe just me, I don't know. But I feel like it's similar to a thing I have. Which, hold on, let me see. Bring up my collections, costumes. Similar to, not exactly. But it's very similar to the Bardic Tavern Singer's dress that I have. Just different colors. You have a Blizzard Globe memento, which apparently results in a literal blizzard globe over you. Bonding Right Vestment. This is an Argonian thing. Oh my god. Guys, help, I love this too. There's too many things I like in this crate. And the chances of me acquiring any of it are very slim. You have a towering pile of books that you can get in here. If this isn't something that belongs in Hermes Mora's place, I don't know what else would. I mean, look at this. There are so many books in this pile. This is the Borealis Grey Wolf Pub, which, look at this cutie. Look at the cutie. So freaking cute. I can't get over this. The Everlasting Snowball, which apparently you can use and actually throw at people. But I love the note on this. Note, hitting a guard with a snowball will count as a petty crime. Apparently, throwing a snowball at a guard is enough to trigger the in-game justice system. What? Oh dear. Oh dear. Speaking of deer, fawn pet. How cute is this? How cute is this tiny fawn? Very cute. Apparently, this is a face tat. The first Cat's Pride tattoo, which is very gold. Because guards be stuck up like that. I mean, fair you me. Yes, it's a deer. It is a baby deer. It is very cute. I am fond of it. These are apparently the Cat's Pride tattoos that go with the face tattoos. Very gold. Like, this is... What is that? Like, gold foiling? That you just adhere to your body? What the heck? I like it, though. I don't know that it was what I was really expecting it to be. I would say that. I would indeed. So these are the legendary dragon body marks. Which are very glowy and green. The green face tats to go with it. Which, I like the shape of these. Oh god, guys, I'm about to show you the best thing. The best memento I think this game has ever had. It's a snow Cadwell. You build a snow Cadwell. I cannot spin you around to see its face. But how amazing is that? Like, I'm here for it. Perhaps not quite as cute as a snow Cadwell, but still pretty darn adorable. Behold the snow-capped fledgling griffin. Behold. Behold this cuteness. I mean, come on. How cute. I also have the snow crystal tiara, which is literally a piece of ice that gets adhered to your head. Seems dangerous to me. This is the winter princess glamour, which kind of creeps me out. It's mainly the lip color that's kind of weirding me out a bit. The eyes are fine, weirdly enough, but I'm not a fan of that lip color. Superior rewards include the Eternity Tunic with pants, which this you used to be able to buy it as a costume, but I think they cycled it out a while ago. I know, the little griffin is adorable. But you know what else is cute? This tiny black cat with a ribbon around his neck. Or her neck. Apparently this was something you could get out of the Japanese collector's edition of the game. If the flavor text is to be believed. How cute. I'm personally a big fan of black cats, so I immediately approve of this cat. We have an emote that lets us ring bells. I feel like that is the sort of thing that would annoy everybody. I kind of want it. This is the Frigid Impact body marking, which kind of concerns me a bit. Not the biggest fan of this one. I kind of get what they were going for, but I'm not a fan of the execution of it, I think. Something about the way it's done I'm not the biggest fan of. Matching face paint. We have frosty features as well, which apparently for this character means frost-covered eyelashes. Not a fan of that, again. This is the Graysland's Gentlemare Farmer outfit, which again I think was an outfit you could purchase as a costume that they cycled out of the costume shop a while back. I don't hate it, but I feel like that's not an overwhelming vote of confidence in it. We also have the legendary Dragon Coronal, which is the Dragon Hunter thing. The legendary Dragon Piercing, which I'm personally not a fan of, but I'm also not a huge fan of the piercings on your chin in general. Milady's Cloud Cat, which, according to this, white cats are apparently sacred to Dibella. Did not know that. Oh my god. Yumi? There is a mistletoe emote. There is a mistletoe emote. I think you need this in your life. I think you need this, and you need to confront Eris with it immediately. There's also a less adorable mistletoe posterior. Not a fan of that one. We also have some stuff that's more New Moon flavored. So this is the New Moon Cultist Body Tat. Don't think I really like the design of this one. Yumi needs both. Well, they're both only like 16 gems if you have them. Just found a 4K furniture plan in Elsweyr. Dear Lord. I am envious. This is the New Moon Cultist face tat, which I actually really like that. This is the Nocturnal Outlaw body tat, which this I really like. Something about this, I just really like it. Okay, there's apparently matching face tattoo. And I am trying not to psych myself up too much because I don't want to be overly disappointed by it. Oh, geez. One thing I just noticed about the body tats for the Nocturnal Outlaw is you basically have a chain that comes around your neck that's locked in place. Like, this is an actual part of the tattoo, which I did not notice that at first. I'm now wondering, like, the significance of these markings. Like, I want to know the significance. Face tat, not bad. I feel like it doesn't... I feel it would probably go well together with the body tats for the Nocturnal Outlaw. But I feel like they don't quite go together. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. There's also the Sensual Brigand body tattoo. Oh, wow. Guys, check this out. I'm actually really here for this. I don't know why. I really like this. I'm actually a big fan of that. I was not expecting to like it that much, but I really do. Matching face tattoo. I was hoping for something more like around the eyes, I think, than just covering the chin. But it's not bad. You can also pick up the Sensual Harbor Mutt. Look at this cutie. And the Slateback Hajmota, which is a tiny version of the very angry spiky things that you can find in Elsweyr. He looks very grumpy. Maybe that's just me. Then you just have the standard fine rewards and commons. Commons being like the potions and everything. Fine rewards being food, riding skills, and such. Costume dyes. I don't want to purchase it. But that is what you can pick up in the Frost Astronaut crates, which are very cool looking.
You saved our high and mighty queen, eh? Ha! Naaman should have had the crown.
Ugh. God.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverhook.
Okay. Who is that NPC? Oh, that is not an NPC I really want to interact with. Okay. Somebody is apparently having a duel right out here. Not the best time. Also, it's not festival time yet, but when it is, just a reminder, pure Snow White Indrik. It is very beautiful. And I really hope it trails actual snow. I don't think it will. It's probably just going to be like glowy stuff or mist. But I kind of hope. Do I have... No, I do not actually have. Okay. I thought I had, at some point, picked up the starter stuff for Elsweyr, but I apparently had not. I did the prologue a while back when it was actually available.
Crimes, I regret to say that I must report you.
But I'm trying to remember where the heck we start picking up Elsweyr stuff, and I cannot recall for the life of me. Still trying to collect the feathers to get the Black Autumn Indrik. You got way behind. Oh no. You will get there. The Elsweyr one, not the Elsweyr one, the black one, I have it.
You there.
But I'm not the biggest fan of it. I thought I'd like it more than I actually did. But hold on, let me... Like, that's the Dawnwood. I love my Dawnwood. I ride the Dawnwood Indrik all the damn time. But, like, this is the Onyx one. And it's not a bad mount, per se. I just thought I would like it better than I actually do. Also, I feel like when I do that, you can't really see the glow trail coming off of it. Which, the glow trail is one of my favorite bits of any of the Indriks. Like, I still have the original Nashen Indrik and Tiny Baby. But also, you can see the trail of glowy stuff when I rear back on him. And I like that. I like the glow trail. That is honestly one of my favorite things about the Indriks, that exists. And for the longest time, I did not know that existed. But I love that it does. They are very glowy murder deer, and I am fond of them. There are seriously people dueling here. I don't know what is even going on. Yeah, it is. I like the glow trails, I just want it to be more prominent than it actually is. What is this? Oh, that is a quest that I cannot take right now because that is...
Hear now the lesson of the divine body.
That is definitely new stuff out in Elsweyr, and I cannot do that as of yet. Or rather, I do not want to do that as of yet, because that is not a thing. I've actually done yet. I feel like I shouldn't touch the new Elsweyr stuff until I finish the previous Elsweyr stuff. Is there anything in here for me to grab? I don't think so, but... No, okay.
Now, I know some of you are wondering why I ban
I'm trying to just do this very quickly and look up where the heck is... Where the heck do we pick this stuff up? Jeez, I do not know where the heck I'm even going at this point. Okay. I think I might actually have to go to Elsweyr to start that stuff. I believe there's an NPC there I can bug. If I'm remembering correctly. I think that's what she's there for anyway. It used to be that I'd be able to talk to this character. If it's this character I'm thinking of. I used to be able to
Dragons in your own
talk to her along the road here, but she does not seem to exist any longer, which is mildly disappointing. I already did the prologue stuff, actually. I did that back when it came out. Because I was impatient. Like, unless it's a new one, which I don't think it would be. Yes, yeah, that's a thing I'm pretty sure I've done before. Yep. It is a thing I have indeed done.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland. What are you going to do?
This one does not know, but he hopes his family is safe in Riverhold.
Yeah, we are definitely... Oh, jeez. I should probably get some stuff out of my inventory. Because I'm looking at it, I'm like, gee, I do not have a whole lot of actual inventory space left. Do not be like me. Actually pay attention to your damn inventory, guys. Whoops, I do not need to climb onto the thing. Indeed, that is the goal. I also have traits I should probably research. I am so bad at this. Like, my crafting is awful, to be perfectly honest. I've not been paying attention. Oh, no, I need that. Let's break that down. Make room for loot. That is the plan. Hopefully. Okay. You know what? We're just going to deconstruct all the white stuff. There's nothing useful on there anyway. Okay. The Shadow Hide, I think I can just sell to an NPC.
Something catch your...
Oops. I have a whole bunch of random treasure that I've apparently been holding on to for no discernible reason. Do not be me. Pay attention to your inventory. Oh, jeez. I have so much in here that I could actually just deconstruct. Am I doing that? No, because that makes sense, clearly. Actually, do I have anything in here I can just... Jeez. My inventory is a disaster area, in case it wasn't obvious. Do I have these? I have those already. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, run back over to my bank. Which I don't know that I actually have lunch space in my bank left.
Always on our shoulder,
because I've been throwing shit in there, pardon the language. Because I keep thinking to myself, oh, you know, I'm going to deconstruct it. I'm going to research the traits on it. It's going to be fine. Do I actually do this? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no, by the way. Wait, no, I didn't want to withdraw that. Hold on to that. Some of this stuff, I hold on to it for some reason. And then I think I'm going to do something with it. I never actually do. So you would think. I would just, you know, just throw the lot out, do I? No. Because that makes sense. Never said I was a smart individual. I'm just gonna put stuff in here until I can't anymore. Okay. I have a decent amount of inventory space. It's fine. Actually, I think I need to go to Elsweyr anyway, because I don't believe there's a jewel crafting station in Volkelgard. There should be. But I don't actually know where it is. I know where it is in Elsweyr, however.
Can you believe it? Dragons in your own homeland.
But let's just see first of all. Do I still have?
This one does not know, but he
I
hopes
should
his
still have the
family
thing.
is safe in Riverwood.
Okay, I already completed the quest that's attached to that. Why it doesn't remove the quest from your inventory, I don't know. We're actually going to Ribbon, you guys. I appreciate the offer, Yumi, but I'm already heading to Rimmon anyway. I know where the jewel crafting station is there. I have some tea left, but it is cold. Cold tea is never good. I let it sit for too long, I think. Ah, well. Sorry about that. Did not mean to hit the mic. Guys, it is finally happening. It is finally happening, though. Finally going to Elsweyr. We are finally going to poke at the quest markers. Do you have any idea how happy I am right now? I have been avoiding poking at these quest markers for months. Sorry, just needed to update my stream title to accommodate. But I am so excited. Because finally, I can poke at this. I am so freaking happy. Like, I have, honestly, you guys know, I have been purposely avoiding poking at any of the quest markers in Elsweyr, and you guys know how much that has hurt my soul. But now I can finally actually complete these quests. And it just makes me so happy. Like, that is a good question. Do I have everything? Yep. All the traits I currently have, I can deconstruct some of these things. There we go. Okay. It has been physically hurting my heart to avoid these quest markers. But we're here now.
A moment, please.
Hello.
Pardon my intrusion, but I have another message to deliver to you. And if you don't mind my saying so, it's good to see you again.
A message? For me?
More like a summons, really. Comes from Abner Tharn, who once advised Emperor Varen of Cyrodiil. He wants to see you in Riverhold in northern Elsweyr. Said it involves the Khajiit Defense Force and a rage of dragons, if you can believe it.
I'll travel to Riverhold and see what Tharn wants. Knowing him, likely not anything good. And you know what? We have gotten all of the way shrines around here. We've needed to for dragon hunting. But I just kind of want to ride along here anyway. And just see what all is here along the way. Because I know I've been down here, but I haven't really seen it, if that makes sense. Also, I saw an engaged dragon on the map, and can I just say how freaking happy I am. I am so happy with regards to the ESO community, because we did manage a while back, actually, to raise the $200,000 that Bethesda was going to put towards those two pet charities. And I'm so freaking proud of us. I'm legitimately proud of us for doing that. I love big community things like that. I love the community coming together for things like that. It makes me happy. This game makes me so freaking happy. I love the people in it. That is honestly one of my favorite things about this game. What about you guys? I know a lot of you play. I know you guys play. What are things you enjoy about it? Also, I'm just exploring, don't mind me. I've been through here, but have not really seen. Yumi likes collecting and decorating houses. How many homes are you up to now, anyway? Ooh, Sky Shard. Ooh, that's a big boy over there. 5 homes? Damn, Yumi. Now, is that I was gonna ask that included in rooms or not. What is this? What class is this? Is this just... Where does this lead? Doom likes the battlegrounds and getting skins from difficult PvE content. And decorating homes is fun too. I am honestly terrible at home decoration. I've tried a couple of times, but I don't... I think I'm also kind of bad at it because I don't have a whole lot of stuff in this game. I've been playing for a while, but my collection of things to put into homes is very limited. Where does this go? Oh, this leads straight into Reaper's March. I was wondering about that. And look at it.
Can't you just let Kajad enjoy himself?
It's an expensive hobby. You are not wrong. Clearly, you need to commission me to craft stuff for you.
Hello.
That is a thing I may do, Yumi, at some point. It really is, though. Like, it doesn't really help that I feel like some of the trading guilds anyway would wind up jacking up the price a tiny bit. I mean, some of the stuff, it's like worth it. The expense anyway, but it's a lot. Alright, let us go and do a thing at long last. Oh, I don't know if I'm mentally ready for this, you guys. I don't know if I'm mentally ready for actual quests in Elsweyr. Okay. I have not touched them, because I didn't want to spoil myself for anything, but I don't know if I'm mentally ready for this. Okay. Okay. Breathe. Breathe. Whew. Okay. There's the door. Is this a door? I think this is a door I can go in. Aha! The House of Histories is a place. The 16 Kingdoms. We're not going to read all of that. I feel like there should be a quest there, but there is not. Look, there's clearly a quest marker on my map. I'm just not sure where that's for. But let us explore and poke all of the cats. Let's see, where are we? Where are we? Like, I feel like there should be something there, but I can't. Like, I don't know. So we're just gonna keep going and poke all of the cats we can find.
Greetings, Walker. Have you a moment to speak?
Mizik Thunderboots. Well, that's a different name.
A crowded marketplace. A chance meeting. Unexpected, unannounced. And perhaps just the thing this one needs to solve a most curious investigation. Mizik Thunderboots, at your service.
Greetings. You mentioned an investigation?
An abduction, to be precise.
Gasp.
No ransom, no demands, no obvious suspects or motives. Just a heartbroken father and a missing young lady. But that is why Mizik was hired, yes? He steps in when all other justice fails.
Okay, so you've been hired to find someone?
Correct. This one searches for Zinthia, daughter of Ishu. However, Mizik's inquiries have led to nothing but dead ends. And with a young lady's safety on the line, the sooner this investigation is solved, the better.
I can help you with your investigation.
A chance meeting turned fated partnership. Fortuitous for this one, yes? You should speak to Issue first. See if he has any new information for us. His house is just south of the marketplace. Can't miss it.
Tell me more about our client.
He is a humble Khajiit of moderate wealth. Seems to keep to himself. No enemies, no debts. No reason why he would be targeted. Yet just a few days ago, his daughter, Zinthia, was taken in the dead of night.
And you mentioned there's been no ransom.
Most strange, no? If Mizik did not know better, he would say that it was an intimidation tactic. Perhaps even an act of revenge against Issue. But who would wish this cruelty against such a kind Khajiit?
And the town guards have been no help.
They outright dismissed Issue's claim, believing that the young lady has merely run away. A most vexing call, truth be told. From all that Issue has told this one, Zinthia is a most sweet Khajiit, not one to make her father worry.
Tell me about your career as an investigator, Mizik.
Mizik Thunderboots is a Khajiit of action. Well, he does not wish to merely boast of his prowess. This one aims to prove such skill. Just as soon as we have a little more to go on, of course.
Quite the interesting name you've got there.
It is a good name, no? Mizik Thunderboots. When scoundrels hear the footsteps of his boots, they will quake in fear.
Doesn't seem like the best quality for an investigator to have.
Oh, well, perhaps you are right. Not very subtle, is it?
Moving on. You seem pretty confident. Why do you need my help?
This one will confess. While Mizik is confident in his skills of investigation, he struggles with the more alarming situations his line of work often entails. Such as when large people threaten him with very sharp daggers.
Someone threatened you?
Not this investigation, thank the moons. Well, not yet. That is where your expertise comes along, yes? Your bravery. This one's cunning, and a few good leads are all we need to solve this mystery.
Okay, well that settles it. I need to protect him. Clearly. Clearly, I need to protect him. He is too pure for this world. Also, this man has an alarming amount of cats. Or wait, are they? They're not Elfique, are they? I don't think they're Elfique, but what do I know?
Are you here about this one, Zinthia? Has she been found?
I'm working with Mizik to find your daughter. Any details you can share would help.
Yes, of course. Zinthia was taken in the dead of night. This one has received no ransom, yet he fears the worst. She is a very beautiful Khajiit, you see. Issue believes that the captors may mean to sell her.
Does she have any identifying features?
Zinthia has a long, glossy coat, soft as the richest of silks. Her eyes are bright yellow, like the honeyed moons. And she always wears a gold necklace.
Okay, and there's no one you suspect? Or someone who may have seen what happened?
No suspects, no, but someone who may have spotted something? There is a wood elf who tends to stay up well into the night, always singing and dancing, that one. If anyone saw something unusual the night Zinthia was taken, it might be her.
Alright, I will try talking to the singing wood elf.
The wood elf's name is Mel? Yes, that's it. Mel the Musical, she always calls herself. You can usually find her toward the north end of town near the Sand Gardens. Issue will pray for your swift success.
I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
To help find this one's darling Zinthia, Issue will answer any question you ask.
Tell me more about the wood elf.
Mel arrived in Riverhold a few seasons ago. makes a living begging for gold as she sings and dances. She has woken up Issue more than once banging that drum of hers. Still, we chat occasionally. She is kind, if not a bit eccentric.
A bit eccentric?
Mel does not have a home in the traditional sense, so you will often find her sleeping in the stables and bathing in the public fountains. But who is Issue to judge, eh? We all have our oddities.
And tell me more about Cynthia.
Cynthia is a willful child. A tad spoiled, this one admits. Issue dotes on her. The town guard, they do not understand. They say, oh, perhaps she has wandered off, they say. Perhaps she is lost. Such foolishness. How can they be so uncaring?
Don't worry, Mystic and I won't give up.
Thank you, thank you. May bright moons light your path. Issue will prepare a feast for Cynthia's return, yes? Perhaps some fish. Ah, yes, fish is her favorite. This one can already hear her contented purrs.
Okay, let's go find a wood elf. Looking for a wood elf. We're trying to. Also, there is clearly some sort of quest over here, but I do not have the marker for it. Which is very frustrating. I have the marker, but I can't find the NPC I need to talk to, rather.
Oh, what do you know? A customer?
Sort of.
Salutations. Mel the Musical at your service. Are you here for a performance?
I am actually investigating the abduction of Issue's daughter.
Issue? The Khajiit with all the cats? That old coot is sweet as honey jagger, but a bit off if you ask me. Shame about his daughter, though. No one should have to go through that.
Do you know anything that might help?
If you're looking for trouble, Tajiri's your girl. I've seen her with all sorts of indecent folk lately. Always shifty eyes on those ones, I tell you. She tends to spend a lot of time behind the stables lately, if you catch my drift.
She is indeed, Yumi. I will head to the stables next then.
Very good then. And hey, if you're looking for some entertainment for your next soiree, make sure to seek me out. You won't regret it.
Tell me more about Tajiri.
She's a gambler with a lot of friends in a lot of places. And you know, who am I to judge? Business is business after all. But as of late, she just seems to be getting more and more suspicious. In fact, there's been a lot of that in Riverhold.
A lot of what?
Suspicious activity. People who I ain't ever seen before, going about town at all hours. I mean, I may stay up well past most people's bedtime, but I'm a musician, comes with the territory. And these new folks aren't bards, that's for sure.
Oh dear. Well, things are happening. Let's see. Search behind the stables. Where are the stables? Stables are over here. And behind them is a note. Seems our old badger friend is napping again. Maybe we should pay him a visit. The trip could prove sweeter than you'd think. Tea. Huh.
Saw you heading this way. Find anything of interest?
Hey, Mizik.
Oh, the stables, Developed a sudden interest in horsemanship, Walker?
I've actually found this hidden note. I suspect the gambler Tajiri wrote it.
Oh, looks to be a code. A napping badger, eh? Sounds familiar. Ah, yes. The sleeping badger is a rock formation just south of Riverhold. But this bit about the sweet trip, that Mizik doesn't understand.
Could be worth investigating the rock formation at least.
Mizik will mark it on your map, Walker. Feel free to lead the way. And perhaps this is a good time to mention that this one is not so skilled in violent situations, should trouble find us. But that is where your expertise comes in handy, yes?
Got it. Let's head to the Sleeping Badger rock formation. Where is it? This way. Let's go find us a sleeping badger. Although I feel like Sleeping Badger sounds more like an inn name than anything else. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. What do you think? Sleeping Badger, good inn name? I like it anyway. Am I going the most dangerous route? Probably. It's fine. He tries to stalk after me. Oh dear. Oh, yeah, I had myself on as invisible earlier. My bad. Oh, that's a harpy. That is a harpy.
Dark moons.
Oh, there are multiple harpies. Oh dear.
Music needs to stop doing that.
Yeah, that wasn't you, Mizik. That was me. Oh dear. Hi! Did not even... Whoa! Did not even see that guy. Hello.
Music is all right.
Good.
This one is not superstitious. That brings...
Apologies. This one is fine.
I'm just gonna rifle through their stuff, because I can. Bottle of skooma. This highly addictive narcotic is illegal in most of Tamriel.
Skooma. These vagrants must be smugglers.
Kind of figured that out a while ago. Sweet Trip to me kind of indicated skooma or moon sugar was involved, to be perfectly honest.
It's all right.
A gold necklace. A small necklace for a rather dainty throat.
That
oh dear.
necklace must belong to Cynthia.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Come, let us speak away from this place.
Most fragrant.
Do not taste
Nope. Leave me alone.
Oh, a missing daughter, a hidden note, and now a band of skooma smugglers. This investigation becomes messier with every step we take.
What would smugglers want with Ishu?
This one is unsure, though it is possible Ishu may be hiding something. Still, our priority should be to investigate the gambler who wrote that note. Tajiri was her name, yes? That does ring a bell or two.
Where do we search?
If Tajiri is a gambler, it is likely we can find her at a local tavern. Mizik will head there at once and see what he can dig up. Meet this one at the Banished Regrets Inn.
Alright, meet you there. Also, I saw a quest this way. And I know I technically don't need to do it. But I see a quest marker on my map. And I'm curious regardless, you know me.
You wouldn't catch me anywhere near that Crypt of Hearts. Leave that to braver...
Stay low in the grass. We've got ruddy fangs up on the hillside, and probably more down on the other side of the cliff.
What's a ruddy fang?
The ruddy fangs are the biggest bandit pride this side of the Scar.
Oh.
And probably south of the Scar, too. This bunch has been preying on refugees fleeing the dragons, as if they haven't lost enough. Shook me down, too, bastards.
Is that why you're hiding here?
I'm not hiding, I'm waiting. Thought I might sneak into camp at an opportune moment and get back what's mine. But I've been out here for nearly a day now. I should probably just get back to Riverhold before I pass out.
I can get your things back. What am I looking for?
You do that? It's a backpack, Imperial Legion make. It was my husband's. It's just some personal items. Things he had before there were damn dragons. Sorry, I'm tired and hungry. I should go. Find me at the inn in Riverhold, and thanks.
No valuables?
A handful of gold. I don't care about that. I just want my husband's things. The dragons already took his life. I'll be damned if these thieving scum take his memory.
Okay, I will go get your things and then head back to the inn, because I need to go anyway. Also, E says, Mizik reminds me of a more romantic and more competent Inspector Hildebrand. You are not wrong. You are definitely not wrong. Man, Hildebrand. I miss Final Fantasy XIV. One day I will get back to you. Grabbing the backpack. Now let us flee. Murdered deer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Fleeing. I mean, we have to go back to the inn anyway, so... What harm did it really do to get this woman's stuff? Oh, there are Aelets. Did not even notice before I went just charging on through. Pay attention to your surroundings, kids. Well, that's exciting, Yumi. I am envious. I still need to get some more event tickets for that. For the last berry, anyway. But that's okay. I can do that because of how they're revamping the New Life Festival this year.
Speak now.
Hello.
I must admit, you and Thunderboots make quite the charming pair. And watching you both play at being investigator, why, it's been sleek entertainment, truly. But now you tread upon sand that are best left undisturbed.
Is that a threat?
Take it as a friendly warning. I hear that you seek Ishu's daughter, yes? I find that very funny. After all, everyone in Riverhold knows that she left town many years ago.
Years? Ishu said it was only a few days past.
Then Ishu has become senile in his old age. I speak truthfully. He had one daughter and she is gone. Has been gone for many years. Tell this to your partner and drop your investigation. Now.
I'll tell Mizik what you said. That's not suspicious at all. They most likely will, Yumi, because New Life is the last major event of the year.
Hey, you came. Did the Ruddy Fangs still have my things?
I was able to recover what they took from you.
This means a lot, really. I don't have much left to remember him by. The things in this pack and the condolences of the Legion Paymaster every month when I collect his due. Take the gold. I don't need it. You've more than earned it.
I want her outfit.
I didn't really expect anyone to help a Legion widow out here. The Khajiit don't have much love for the Empire these days. Besides, they've got enough of their own problems. Dragons and usurpers and undead. This whole world's coming apart.
What will you do now?
I'm going to make a small memorial shrine over my hearth. If I still have a hearth. I won't know until there's a break in the fighting long enough that I can get home. I barely avoided a battle between the Dominion and the Covenant on the way here.
Better luck the rest of the way. Talk to Mizik above. Let us do so. Ah, here are the stairs. Music. Music, music. Where are you, sir? Music. Hi.
Bright moons look over us today, Walker. Tajiri has just settled down for a round of gambling. While music distracts her, you can sneak into her home and search for another clue. It's just a bit north of the tavern.
Before we do that, a stranger spoke to me. She said Ishu's daughter left town years ago.
Forgive this one if he's skeptical. Even if this stranger spoke truly, why then would Ishu hire music? Why would Tajiri have written that note? Why would we find a gold necklace in the smuggler's camp?
I'm not sure. She also wants us to stop investigating.
Then perhaps this stranger simply wishes to confuse us. Throw us off the scent. Besides, we cannot stop now. Not when an innocent young lady may still be at risk. Let us investigate Tajiri before she retires for the night.
Alright, I'll head to Tajiri's home and search for clues. I don't need to be stealthy. We're being stealthy anyway.
Why, hello, sweet meat. Care to play a game with old Tajiri?
Of course. Though this one will admit he is not very skillful.
Okay, so they are going to play a game. Let's go. Also, you know, it would help if I had the right quest being tracked right now. Okay, Tajiri's house is over this way. Is it locked? It is locked. Okay. No guards in the immediate vicinity, but that means nothing. One could just materialize out of nowhere.
Tajiri, is that you? We need more groceries for the house. There's barely anything to eat. And would it kill you to tidy up our room once in a while? The upstairs is a mess.
Uh-oh. Tajiri has a wife, apparently. Or at least a roommate. Oh my god, they were roommates. Ridiculous meme, but it felt appropriate. Tajiri, blue serpent slithers next to the woods. Four-pointed paint shows the goods. They do not glitter but mark the way. They're prepared to leave town today. R. Also, Tajiri's journal. Riverhold was supposed to be Tajiri's fresh start. No more drinking, no more gambling, and no more smuggling. A breath of fresh air after all the rot she left behind in Senshal. Senshal? I'm never sure how to pronounce that. A chance to finally be free of it all. And then Mother moved in with her. Mother with her incessant whining, constant complaining. Oh, that's her mother. Jeez. Cutting insults. Is Tajiri really going to wear that today? Is Tajiri sure that she wants another sugar claw? So first a bit of drinking to help ease Tajiri's annoyance. And then a bit of gambling just to get out of the house. Which of course led to quite a bit of debt. Which led to even more drinking, even more gambling, and even more debt. Dear Lord. And now back to smuggling, because Tajiri has debts to pay and a house to keep. Lucky for this one that Rideza should show up in town just as Tajiri was getting desperate. Or perhaps it has nothing to do with luck. Perhaps Rideza somehow knew. Just a few jobs, that's it. Help Rideza squeeze all the gold she can get out of Riverhold, and then Tajiri won't have to worry about her debts anymore. Well, that's an issue. It is... Okay, we are just going to get out of here without alerting the individual who is apparently Tajiri's mother. Alright, where's Mizik? Mizik!
Psst, over here. This one hopes you have found something of interest, Walker. Mizik cannot afford to keep Tajiri distracted any longer. And he means that most literally.
Found another note. This one has a poem written on it.
Blue serpents? 4-pointed paint? If Mizik had to guess, this poem describes drop-off locations for illicit goods. Smugglers often hide them in plain sight. First a sleeping badger, now a blue serpent. Must represent another landmark.
Perhaps the river is the blue serpent?
That's it. The river is often busy with trade. A perfect place to smuggle goods. Let us search along the river and see if we find any barrels or crates with markings. Hopefully we'll find something that will lead us to Zinthia.
Alright, let's start searching along the river.
Mizik will admit this case is heading in a rather unexpected direction, which is a bit worrisome if he's being honest.
Why would smugglers target Issue?
It is strange, isn't it? With an operation as intricate as this, it seems odd that these smugglers would target a Khajiit of such limited wealth.
Perhaps we should talk to him again?
This one agrees, but let us first check these smuggler caches. The note said that the goods were leaving town today, yes? That could include Zinthia.
Good point. Let's go. Oh, there are multiple locations to search along the way. Okay. We're going to start on this side of the river because it is closest. Okay.
Mizik sees a painted mark ahead.
It's not a 4-point star, though. Somerset wine. While technically legal, sizable exportation taxes lead to this wine often being smuggled.
Somerset wine, eh? Not illegal, but incredibly taxed. Mizik has a feeling this bottle didn't find its way to Riverhold through virtuous means.
I mean, you would likely not be wrong. But also, that barrel did not have a 4-pointed star on it.
That painted mark seems curious, no?
No. I mean, yes, but not the thing we need, I think. Mammoth cheese. This rare delicacy is known for its pungent scent and sour flavor.
Oh, if that cheese isn't illegal, it should be. What a smell.
If it's not illegal, it should be. Just because of the way it smells. You guys.
Mizik needs to stop doing that.
Something cannot be illegal because of the way it smells. Come on now. But you know what? You know what I think we need? I think we need something very specific here.
Wonderful! Time for a celebration! Cheese for everyone!
It was necessary. I regret precisely nothing. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. I completely forgot durian was kind of illegal in some places on account of that. It's not a very tasty thing, you guys. I know some people like it. I have heard things. It's no. Very much no. Okay, assuming we come this way.
Could that be... apologies. Could that be the painted mark we seek?
A silken scarf. A pretty silken scarf such as one a young lady might wear.
A very pretty scarf for smugglers to wear, yes? Perhaps it belongs to Zinthia.
Nope. We need a 4-pointed star.
That mark has 4 points, like the note says.
Rotten moon sugar. A dingy-colored powder with a rotten, sickly smell. Yumi is sensitive to smell, so you probably wouldn't like it. You would probably be right. I have heard things.
This barrel smells sweet, but also rotten. What could it be? Dark moons. They're smuggling spoiled moon sugar. Very unsafe for anyone to eat. Speak to Ishu and see what he knows of these smugglers. Then let us meet back at the tavern. We have much to discuss.
Whoops, I did not mean to drink a restoration potion. But that is exactly what happened. Also, we're going to get down a very unconventional way. But if you've been on this channel long enough, you know this is me. And you know I gotta. That was not as deep as I was hoping it would be, but also I think I landed on rocks. So that probably did not help. You know, guys know me on this channel. We take the crunchy way down. Also, shh. Look who we found, you guys. We found an E. Oh, God. Here we go. This is, again, a thing you guys cannot see. Because my chat, my webcam is covering it. The last time E stalked me in-game, he gave me a riddle to solve. So let us see if he will do so once again. I think I threw him off of his speech. Also, I love his spider friend. And again, I'm realizing as I'm reading this, you can't see this. So far, he said, "Greetings, champion. Many miles you have walked, many battles you have fought. Thrice over you have saved the world, because are things there you can never fight." Oh dear. But also, let's just be real, this is just amusing. Bowing to the giant raven skeleton. There are things you can never fight that will always follow you. Oh dear. Though sometimes you follow them back. Uh-oh. Let me just stand up now, because this is just getting weird. But sometimes you cannot see them. What are they? Alright. So far, our clues are, there are things you can never fight that will always follow you. Though sometimes you follow them back, but sometimes you cannot see them. What are they? I did not mean to bring up my map. Do you guys have any guesses? I mean, you would think, I'm pretty sure he's used that before. But let's see. Indeed, apparently. Uh-oh. He has opened up a trade, and I am slightly concerned. Maybe looking for it in his inventory. I don't know what he's doing. Oh dear. Treasure maps I've not actually gone through. I don't know that I can really use them now on account of the event not being in effect, but I will happily take them anyway. Apparently that was correct. For now, he runs off into the shadows. Pretend he disappeared in a poof of smoke, you guys. I've told E he should do this, just like periodically just pester adventurers and give them riddles. See if they want to play along. I know there's a collection of role players in ESO who would probably get a kick out of that. Oh, apparently you can use the treasure maps because Yumi had one left over when the event ended. I will have to look into that. He was planning on giving me the dragon treasure. Oh dear. Could you not find them? Like, is that what happened? Also, this man has many cats.
Yes, and he knows of this one, Cynthia.
We found this necklace and scarf near the smuggler camps.
Smuggler camps? Dark moons. Yes, the necklace and scarf belong to Cynthia. Have the smugglers sold her? By Joan and Joe, please say it isn't so.
Is there any reason why these smugglers may have targeted your family?
No, of course not. Issue has only lived a good, honest life. Please, you must find this one's Jakajit. She is so young and innocent and probably terrified without her papa. Whatever will Issue do if his Cynthia is harmed?
Mizik and I will find Cynthia. We're getting close.
May bright moons watch over you.
You know, you have an awful lot of cats.
Oh, really? Well, Issue supposes his family has grown over the years. But how could this one not seek their companionship? Their little faces, their tiny paws. His darlings love him completely, demanding little but affection and food. And belly rubs.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, this guy is definitely a cat dad. I can tell just from the way he's talking about the cats. I have said similar things about my own cats. Does Cynthia like all these cats too?
But of course, mostly. She and Medwick don't always get along, but Medwick is older and doesn't always like to play or be teased. And just between us, Tak-Tak can be a bit of a Jekuzit sometimes. I think she's jealous.
Ah, that's what happened, E. Yeah, sometimes the treasure you can get off of the dragons is bound. Which is a bit annoying, actually. But what are you gonna do? Alright, back to the inn we go. Let's see if we can't find Mizik again. I will be honest, I half expected to get accosted by that, Khajiit we found in here earlier.
I warned you, Thunderboots.
Oh, because she's bugging him.
Other thorn in my paw arrives.
Hi, sir. Hi, lady. What are you doing? Which are just as good, honestly. And much appreciated. Many, many hurts.
I told you, did I not? First time was a warning. Now it is a threat. You both leave town. No more investigations. No more sticking your snouts where they don't belong. Collect your things and leave.
Not before we find Ishu's daughter.
That again? I told you Ishu's daughter left Riverhold years ago. He's just a delusional old Khajiit caught up in a fantasy. And for this you tried to ruin my little operation? Of all the things.
So you're the leader of the smugglers?
Who I am does not matter. What I can do to you, on the other hand, should be of immediate concern. You either leave Riverhold on your own, or you leave in pieces. Your choice.
Understood. Not going anywhere, naturally.
So it appears that your strange friend is Rideza the Rogue. Good to know.
Rideza the Rogue?
Let us just say that her reputation precedes her. Well, threats to our life aside, it seems that we finally have a perpetrator. Now we just need to follow her.
How do you plan on doing that?
We are investigators, are we not? You must search for a trail. With any luck, she'll lead you straight to Ishu's daughter. Meanwhile, Mizik will alert the proper authorities.
Alright, I'll see if I can find out where she disappeared to. She has some serious bark for a cat. I know, right? I like her, though.
Sugar claws! I didn't even see who ran into me.
I like her, though.
Rideza must have stepped on the jelly from the sugar claws. You must follow her trail while this one alerts the guards.
I like her, though. I was not expecting to, but I do like her. She's a Khajiit after my own heart. Also, I don't think she particularly cares that I'm the thrice champion of the realms. I really think she could care less. As far as she's concerned, I'm just messing with her smuggling operation. Well, not gonna be much of a way to sneak around down here. Normally, I'd be a little stealthier, but we don't got that kind of time. Especially not when the life of a tiny Khajiit may be on the line. No, you don't. You stop that. We will, however, go through all of your shit. Pardon the language. There are a decent amount of, like, containers for me to go through. So, I mean, why wouldn't I? Empty crate. This seriously looks like the perfect place for like a sneaking mission for the Thieves Guild, though. Just like turn some of these barrels into a spot you can hide in. Seems perfect to me. This is not the way I gotta go.
I warned you. Now the claws come out. Kill these muskars.
Okay, technically, you did warn me, but I mean, Where are you, Redeza? Redeza! Get your butt back here. Where do I even go? How the hell do I get up there? Ah, that's how. I am blind. Low light visibility. I am awful, to be honest.
Curse your meddling! Redeza the rogue, caught at last.
Did you find my daughter? Where is she?
Here! Your daughter is right here, you old fool!
Redeza! You're the one who stole Cynthia? Oh, this one's poor Jakashit.
Ha! Feeling a little jealous? To go so far as to steal your father's pet.
His daughter was a pet. I mean, I feel like I should have guessed, but I was still not prepared for that particular twist. Also, Cynthia is a very adorable little cat. I mean, look at her. Look at this tiny little cat. Maybe an actual house cat and not an Elfique, but look at her. The big ears. I want to give that cat many hugs. Indeed, a tiny baby.
You know, I wasn't too sure about Thunderboots when he first came to town. Thought he would just cause more trouble than he solved. But thanks to the both of you, we can finally put Redeza the Rogue behind bars.
Has Redeza been troubling Riverhold for long?
No, not too long. But it never takes much time for these kind of operations to wreak havoc on towns like Riverhold. I'm just glad we could nip it in the bud. Redeza herself, however, has been troubling Elsweyr for years now.
We found moldy moon sugar earlier. Mizik seemed particularly panicked.
Moldy moon sugar by itself will do little more than make a Khajiit ill. The trouble is when that same moon sugar is distilled into tainted skooma.
Oh.
It's an unfortunately common practice, given that moldy moon sugar is so cheap.
So the smugglers were going to make skooma out of moldy moon sugar?
Most likely. It's a vile thing to sell, though. Tainted skooma causes some of the most horrific reactions I've ever seen. Days of vivid nightmares and awful pain, often followed by an agonizing death. A truly horrible way to go.
For shame, Redeza!
You think that Redeza the Rogue is finished? It's only a matter of time before I'm back on the streets. And when that happens, you best watch your back.
Why did you abduct Cynthia?
When I came back to Riverhold, I went to see my fool of a father. It's been years since Mother and I left, and I was feeling sentimental, I suppose. Stupidly sentimental. He didn't even recognize me.
So you were jealous of Cynthia?
Of the cat? No, I just wanted to make him suffer. He's always been obsessed with his damn pets. That's why Mother left him, you know. He's so caught up in his little family that he didn't have time for us. For me.
That sounds pretty jealous.
Maybe you're right. Just another delinquent with papa problems. Isn't that just the way?
I kind of want to give her hugs, though.
Well, it seems that our investigation has come to a successful close. Though not quite in a way that Mizik was expecting.
So, Redeza was Ishu's daughter and she stole his cat?
In hindsight, it makes sense. When you were told that Ishu's daughter left town years ago, Redeza must have been speaking of herself.
Still, to have been chasing Issue's pet this whole time.
We also stopped a smuggling operation.
This is true. Because of our dedication, Riverhold no longer has to deal with these vile smugglers. And let us hope it stays that way, yes? Mizik just needs to collect our reward. Why don't we meet at the Banished Regrets?
All right, I'll meet you at the inn.
Drinks are on Mizik. Just as soon as he is paid, of course.
Issue is so pleased that you were able to find Cynthia. Finally, this one's family can be reunited.
Why didn't you tell me that Cynthia was a cat?
What do you mean? Issue gave you every detail about his precious Cynthia that he could think of. Was there something that made you think his daughter was a Khajiit? Well, no matter. Cynthia is safe and Mizik will have his payment.
And what about your daughter, Rideza? Rideza?
Rideza has become just as greedy and cruel as her mother. How can Issue accept such a daughter? Especially one who has already caused him to suffer. Rideza will face the justice of Riverhold's guards, as she deserves.
So you have no desire to be reunited with her? At all?
If she wants to make peace, Issue will make peace. After all, a quiet life for him and his family is all this one asks for. If Rideza wishes to be a part of that, she may be, but it is up to her.
Okay. Where'd we come out? I'm not even sure where we are, to be honest. Where are we? Where am I on this map? Ah, there I am. Okay. Trying to figure out where exactly I am. I don't even know. Because let's be real, I can't read a map on the best of days. And yet I play MMOs that largely revolve around going places via map. I never said it made a decent amount of sense. Is he down here? No, he's upstairs. Why do I keep expecting Mizik to be downstairs? I don't know.
A family reunited, a smuggling ring destroyed, and the gratitude of all of Riverhold. Not a bad start to a partnership, yes? Mizik was even able to secure a hefty bonus, thanks to the generosity of Captain Kahiri.
A bonus you're willing to share?
Of course, of course. Your share as promised. After all, Mizik would never have been able to solve this investigation without your aid. Pleasure working with you, Walker. Do not be a stranger, yes? A safe town, a happy client, and an investigation expertly solved. And a five-claw partnership, if Mizik does say so himself. What more could this one ask for?
What's next for you, Thunderboots?
After such a successful investigation, Mizik is hopeful that more clients will come forth. We live in turbulent times, Walker. Dragons, tyrants, necromancy. There is no end to Elsweyr's suffering as of late, and yet so much is overlooked.
What do you mean?
Those in power have priorities, and the petty problems of the common folk, they tend to be on the very bottom of this list. That is why we must look after each other. If Mizik does not offer his help, who will?
Still, that's your job, isn't it?
Of course. But first and foremost, it is Mizik's passion. That is why this one takes the name Thunderboots. If he cannot work in the name of justice, then he will not work at all. This, he swears.
I want to give Mizik hugs. Do you live in Riverhold?
Mizik's investigations take him many places, so it is hard to call one town home. but he's enjoyed his time in the Riverhold. He has a comfortable tavern room and a steady supply of clients. Well, a steadier supply of clients.
What other cases have you worked on in Riverhold?
Honestly? Just the one. A bard's flute was stolen while he was drinking in the tavern. He was very certain another musician had stolen it out of jealousy.
Did you solve the case?
Quickly. It turned out to be the innkeeper who stole the flute. This bard could not play in tune to save his life, and it was driving away business. So, Mizik suggested that the bard seek another tavern. A happy solution for everyone involved.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't know what I was expecting. That was not it. Alright. You know what that means now, guys. We can now finally go talk to Abner Tharn. This is gonna be interesting.
Blaming Abner Tharn will not end the dragon infestation, Chimera.
Ever the voice of reason, Speaker. Ah, here comes someone who can help us now.
Oh, hey! So many people I know. First, we have to hit up every single bookshelf. You know this. You guys know how we work around here. We've Lord Garish, Ri, Chimera, and Tharn. I almost want to talk to the others, and not him. But we're probably going to have to talk to them all anyway. Let's talk to them all first.
When Abner Tharn spoke of a hero of renown, I had no idea he was referring to you. It is good to see you again, though I wish the circumstances were not so dire. Well, you helped the men before. I have no doubt you will do so again.
He does. He has been through a lot.
I suppose it is good to see you again, Walker. Someone must help Tharn clean up the mess he created at the Halls of Colossus. Come to think of it, you share some of the blame, yes? Ah, do not mind me. Rampaging dragons put me in a foul mood.
I forgot she purrs. I'm so happy right now. The dragons have been causing trouble?
Trouble? More like flying disasters. Caravans devastated, livestock consumed, villages set aflame. It is more than the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force can handle. As much as I hate to admit it, we need Tharn's help. And yours as well, Walker.
This is about what happened in the Halls of Colossus, right?
Damn Abner Tharn for translating the Wrathstone and finding that ancient ruin. He went in search of a weapon to end the Three Banners War. A weapon I told him was too dangerous, remember? And instead wound up releasing the dragons.
So how can I help?
Talk to Abner Tharn. He and the Speaker of the Main have been formulating strategies and contingency plans. Sometimes it feels like that is all they are doing. Maybe you can set fire to their tails, yes?
I was beginning to suspect you were never going to arrive. After Calcevius and my half-sister manipulated us into inadvertently releasing a rage of dragons, Elsweyr has been overrun by the beasts. We do bear some responsibility, I suppose.
A rage of dragons?
So much better than flock or herd, don't you think? The Khajiit Defense Force isn't prepared to deal with a threat as big as dragons, especially since they were fighting to liberate Rimmon when the huge beasts arrived.
Liberate Rimmon?
Stay focused. We'll deal with that later. Right now, we must assist the Defense Force. Rendezvous with us at their command post. On your way, however, I have another task for you. I detected a series of power surges that I want you to investigate.
All right, tell me more about these surges of power.
I was formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old acquaintance. Has a way with portals. If it is him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons.
Do these surges of energy have something to do with the dragons?
Hard to say with certainty, but I don't believe so. They remind me of Sir Cadwell, who somehow opens portals with a power of similar intensity. Check the locations I marked on your map before you make your way to the defense camp.
I know, Cadwell. You know this.
Ah, yes, of course you do. He does get around. If Cadwell turns out to be the source of the power surges, learn what he's doing out there and ask if he will aid us against the dragons. For all his eccentricities, he has talents we can utilize.
I know he wants me to talk to the others,
to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old...
Showers are good things, E.
...has a way with portals. If it is him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons.
I love that we have the option to ask him about things that happened earlier. So what happened to the Amulet of Kings, anyway? What did you do with it?
How should I put this so that you fully understand? None of your business.
Rude.
The Amulet of Kings represents the highest office in the Empire, and I refuse to allow it to become lost or stolen again.
After everything that happened, you honestly expect me to accept that?
I expect nothing but your continued assistance, Vestige. However, I concede that your aid in recovering the relic was vital, so I assure you that it is perfectly safe. Safer than it has ever been.
I think you owe me an explanation.
All right. No need to pester. Once you started your merry parade of divinely inspired destruction, I formed a contingency. In case you failed, we would need the amulet to try again with another would-be hero. Good thing you didn't fail.
So the amulet's safe, at least?
Safer than it was. You think I'd do what Sai Sahan did and just bring it right back to Sankra Tor? Please. Whatever you think of me, you should at least know I'm not stupid.
Sometimes I question that. I mean, you did technically unleash dragons on the world. Just saying. Where have you been since the last time I saw you?
Around. Someone needed to check on Cyrodiil and try to hold the pieces together. With the central government disbanded and the Imperial City a smoking ruin, any semblance of order has gone the way of the Dwemer. The people deserve better.
Were you able to make a difference?
Between the imbecilic Three Banners War and the constant rise and fall of some new warlord or bandit chief, there was more to deal with than even I imagined. Even so, I was able to make some small difference.
Uncle Tharn is snarky. He is at that. What did you do?
Without a legion to command, my options were severely limited. The best I could manage was to liberate a few small villages and lead the refugees to a safe haven. Hence my desire to end this pathetic war and restore order to the Empire.
That seems a little out of character for you.
You think so, Vestige? Perhaps you don't know me half as well as you think. I am Imperial through and through, never forget that. My people matter to me, as does our culture, our heritage, and our future.
Have you seen or heard from the other companions at all?
As you can imagine, the companions were none too pleased with me after everything that transpired. I've made no effort to reach out to the survivors, nor they to me. It's just as well. That chapter of our lives ended at Heart's Grief.
That's fair. All right, let's talk to our friends. We've done this already, but we're just clearing these out.
No. Matters in other parts.
Oh, wait.
You're the adventurer who helped Abnur Tharn and Chimera at the halls of Colossus. The battle mage has been waiting for you. But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold and the province of Anequina. I am the speaker of the Main.
Is the Main here?
No. Matters in other parts of Elsweyr occupy the Main right now. That is why I am here. I originally arrived to take charge of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force, Efforts to expel the usurper Euraxia Tharn were well underway when the dragons appeared.
Tell me about Euraxia.
A few years ago, Abnor Tharn's half-sister conquered Rimmon and parts of northern Elsweyr. We recently liberated Riverhold and were about to do the same for Rimmon when the dragons spread across the land. It's almost as if they came to her aid.
What can I do to help?
Talk to Abnor Tharn. He has agreed to serve as my advisor, a role he knows well from his years standing beside the Ruby Throne. His strategies and tactics for use against the dragons sound outrageous, but he knows what he is doing.
Yeah, I'll believe that one when I see it. Considering he's the one who unleashed dragons on everything. Also, can we just talk about this big boy?
Euraxia must be stopped at all costs. And trust this one, there will be cost. That is why Jabanluk helps any way he can. No task is too small when there is so much to do. But when the battle comes, he will fight tooth and claw.
A throne of rubies sounds kind of not good for your back or posterior. I would agree. Does not sound comfortable whatsoever. Damn it. I was hoping I could vault over this wall. But apparently not. Fine, I'll go around it the conventional way. Making me go around walls like a normal person. Oh, absolutely no lumbar support whatsoever. Absolutely none. Oh, jeez. Nope. Leave me alone. Okay. Oh, you're a dire wolf. Why are there dire wolves? Who knows? Huh. Well, these sure are deceased Imperials. Huh. Discarded orders. Squad Commander Pantheus, both Her Majesty Queen Euraxia and her court necromancer Zumog Foom, which, by the way, ridiculous name for an orc necromancer, have detected a series of unknown surges of magical energy uncomfortably close to Rimmon's western borders. You are to immediately divert your squad and investigate the locations indicated on the accompanying map. Your orders are to investigate each area, note any unusual creatures or occurrences, and capture any bystanders for interrogation. To be clear, Her Majesty wants them alive. Failure is not an option. Lieutenant Lepida, 1st Euraxian Legion. Yes, E, there are emu. Well, creatures sort of like emu. These are fell runners? They do run if you get too close to them. And they squeak. They're relatively friendly. At least. So, you know, there's that. Zumog Thum and the Tharn sister. Now, I only know he's an orc because I paid attention during the deep dives they did, because I was really interested in the necromancers at the time. Oh dear. Oh dear. Leave me alone! Okay, that is incredibly rude. How dare? How dare? The most rude Dune Ripper I've ever seen in my life. A foul-smelling sack. rotten turkey leg. This rotten turkey leg, found in a sack of spoiled foodstuffs, appears to have been partially eaten. Also, I definitely saw a portal or something opening up over there. Maybe it leads to our last location? Oh, there are a lot of Dune Rippers along here. Huh. Please don't attack me. I don't want to deal with any of you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. Leave me alone. No, leave me alone.
No, Azazi. Never touch a Daedric monster, especially a dead one.
Don't be such a nervous netch. The dead can't hurt us.
Oh my god.
It stinks of Cold Harbor. Perhaps one of the Usurper Queen's lackeys summoned it, yes?
Oh my god. Guys. Guys. It's an Alfiq.
What a stench. That's the stink of Cold Harbor, Walker. How such a fearsome and dangerous creature ended up dead beneath our favorite rocky outcropping, this one does not wish to speculate. Only an extremely powerful mage could summon such a monster.
I want to I want to squish. Look at her. So tiny and cute. I love the Alfiq so much. Me too. Me too, E. I really do. Like, oh my god, they're so cute.
Don't touch the dead thing, Theduna tells me. Like I don't know how to handle a Daedric corpse. I wonder what killed it, though. Maybe it ran afoul of a dragon.
I saw you, traveler. Why do all outsiders insist on acting suspiciously?
I wasn't trying to act suspicious.
I watched you go from location to location, just like the man with the pot on his head. Are you one of the soldiers intent on digging up every plot of land? Or are you simply a deviant who enjoys skulking and slinking through the wilderness?
It probably would be very rude, E, to be honest. Wait, what man with the pot on his head?
Do not play innocent with me, stranger. You must be working with that pale, gaunt fool with the ridiculous mustache. Why else would you be visiting the same places that he did? Unless... Are you an agent of the Usurper Queen?
The Usurper Queen?
Euraxia, the hated Imperial who conquered Rimmon and falsely claimed to be its queen. Do not feign ignorance, outsider. I had just about enough of that when I talked to the man with the pot on his head.
Where did the man with the pot on his head go?
You sound as confused as he was. Kept talking to his pet lizard bird like he expected it to answer. The last I saw, he headed east. I suppose you'll find him in that direction, and south of Riverhold. Just stop skulking around.
Right, I'll just go and find the man with the pot on his head. Makes about as much sense as anything. Okay, where am I even going? Cadwell, I'm coming. Please be intact when I find you. Not that you have a tendency to get into things, but I just worry about you being out here in the middle of nowhere. What are you doing out here anyway? Oh, you better have a damn good explanation, mister. You better have a... You had better have a damn good explanation for being out in the middle of nowhere. Cadwell!
Canny, it looks just like that lovely place I dreamed of. It must be why my portals led me here. Eventually.
How cute do you think the Alfiq are? Do you think there are Sphinx Alfiq? On a scale of 1 to 10 of cuteness, 10 being the most cute, I would have to give the Alfiq a 10. They are incredibly cute. They are perhaps some of the cutest cats I have ever seen in my life. Do I think there are Sphinx Alfiq? That I do not know. All of the ones we've definitely encountered have been of the incredibly fluffy variety. But I would not be surprised if there was a more Sphinx-like Alfiq. I do not know off the top of my head, however. I really would not be surprised, even though all of the Alfiq that we've run into are definitely the fluffy sort. I'm very curious now, though. Like, this is the sort of question that I almost want to try to pose to the devs. Just like, hey, are there Sphinx Alfiq that exist? Can they exist? I feel like this is a question we need to pose to them, because I'm just curious now. Alright, sorry, Cadwell.
Ah, hello there. Good to see you again, old chum. Have you come to pay your respects too? It was the strangest thing. I dreamed I was looking at this very gravestone, so here I came, and there it is, all solid and everything.
Cadwell has apparently gotten an outfit upgrade. He looks like he has actual armor now. Well, armor, in so much as Cadwell ever wears armor. Looks like... I'm pretty sure he has serving plates as his shoulder armor. And he definitely has, like, a serving tray as a chest plate. Also, if those frying pans aren't meant to be maces, I will die laughing. I approve of the outfit, though. And how weird is it that part of me kind of wants it? I don't think I have... I know during one of the events, Cadwell had... There were, like, Cadwell crafting motif pages that existed. I know I got some of them, but I don't think I have all of them. Anyway... Is that gravestone important, sir?
Important? I have no idea. I suppose it must be. I saw it in a dream, after all. Or was it a vision? I get those two confused. Anyway, I felt a sort of pull and stepped through a door, and then pish-posh, honours a bantam gras, and here I am.
Could somebody please ground E for me? Because that was bad, and he should feel bad. That was a terrible pun. Abner Tharn sent me to check on the surges of power he detected.
Tharn, you say, the grumpy battle mage. How is the old boy? The surges were probably just me. My portal took a few tries before we honed in on this exact location. Now, why don't you take a look at the gravestone and see what you make of it,
What happened at the other sites you visited before you found this one?
Well, it took a few tries to find the exact spot I saw in my dream. A number of frightfully rude lads and lasses occupied the first location I visited, demanded my surrender, if you can imagine such a thing. Naturally, I gave them the old heave-ho.
I saw that bantam guar rummaging around in a foul-smelling sack at one site.
Foul-smelling? I'll have you know that was my lunch. Can't believe I lost it. And if by bantam guar you mean my faithful steed, Honor, well, he's always getting into my foodstuffs. Has the appetite of a mammoth and the cunning of a fox, that one.
So that tiny thing is your faithful steed. Cadwell, I have so many questions. Did you dispatch the Ogrim I found at one of the sites?
Dispatch? Why would I do such a terrible thing? I adore those adorable pudge buckets. Alas, Grook was standing a little too close when I opened my portal. Poor thing fell in and took a nasty spill. When the neck bone snaps, it makes an awful sound.
He does have garlic. I didn't even notice that at first. Ancient gravestone. Here lies the head of the betrayer, whose name has been stricken from history. May the pieces of his dismembered body remain hidden, until Joan and Jode fall from the sky. Whoever this guy was, not in good favor with anybody.
Were the words the same for you? Sometimes written language likes to confuse me. Words change and switch places. Very annoying. Anyway, the gravestone mentions the betrayer. Sounds like a dastardly chap. Wonder if I ever met him.
Why do you think you dreamed about this gravestone?
I don't have the slightest idea. The words inscribed upon it conjure up all kinds of questions, though. Who is this betrayer? Whom did he betray? Why did they bury only his head? And where did they put the rest of the poor fellow? I don't have a clue.
You know, Abner Thorne said that if I found you, I should ask you if you'd help us with Elsweyr's dragon problem.
Dragons? I haven't battled a dragon since... You know, I can't remember, but I'm certain I fought one or two in my day. I was a gallant knight, after all. Of course I'll help. I'll just need to do a little more digging into this dream thing first.
Then I guess we'll see you soon.
Did you hear that, my trusty shovel? Dragons and mysterious graves. It's just like old times.
I have several questions. Also, I have what is quite possibly the most ridiculous theory I think I've ever had with anything. Cadwell's dyslexic? Is that a symptom of being in Cold Harbor, or is he just that way? I don't know. I honestly don't know, and I don't think it has come up previously. Like, I don't think anything we've had to do in, when we've run into him previously involved him doing a decent amount of reading. So if it came up before that, I just do not know or remember, because I've been playing this game for a while. But I would not be surprised if he was. That said, completely ridiculous conspiracy theory time. So what if Cadwell finds himself drawn to that grave because he was either associated with the betrayer mentioned on that gravestone, or he was the betrayer? I do not know if either of those are accurate, obviously, but these are questions I have now. I do wonder, like, what if, you know? It is probably ridiculous and completely so far out there that I'm wrong, but it would be interesting if it was. I mean, it would explain him being in Cold Harbor. I know, right? Because I did wonder how exact... He did mention that. He did mention that. The line, I believe the exact words were, he wound up in Cold Harbor when his head was unceremoniously separated from his body. Like, I just replayed that with an alt the other day. Okay, we're going to be winding down now anyway because it is 11. It is that time. But I just... What if he is, though, you guys? Like, if he did wind up betraying somebody, who the hell did he wind up betraying? I don't want anything bad to come of this. I like Cadwell. I don't want him to be, like, a horrible person. Don't do this to me, Elsweyr. Do not do this to me. You are welcome, Yumi. I do wonder, though. Like, I will. Like, that is the sad thing. I will definitely spend time wondering about this now. Like, you're not wrong. You are not wrong at all. But, like, I don't know. I feel like I worry that if it turns out I'm right, and he is, like, that's just gonna tweak my entire perception of him. And at the same time, what if how the Cadwell we know, like, what if all of that is just an act? Like, I would be so sad if it turned out that, like, none of the interactions we've had with him have been real. I do not know how to process this, you guys. This is just... Nah. Plus, he's considered one of its earliest occupants. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. He is. They have definitely mentioned that several times. I don't want Cadwell to be a bad person. I really don't. But I guess this is one of those things we will need to wait and see. Oh, I am so nervous about this. I really am. But I am definitely going to head to bed and try to wind down from this because it's just, you know, that is just the way things are. And try not to lose my mind. But if you guys are... Oh, geez. So chances are he was tortured until the betrayer became the Cadwell we know and love. That is probably what happened. And I do worry about that. We shall see. We will definitely see. And if anybody hanging around in chat is now as curious about this as we are, and you want to be sure you don't miss what we're doing next, or if you've played through Elsweyr before and you just want to see my reaction to how all of this is going to go down, because let's be real, you guys do that sometimes. I know you. I know what you like. There is a heart-shaped button up that way that you guys can click on. And if you turn notifications on, you will find out when we will be live next. Next stream is going to be Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern, where we will be resuming Stardew Valley and trying to actually accomplish things and raising more crops and making more friends, because Stardew Valley is a surprisingly friendly game. Next ESO stream is going to be Thursday evening, again at 8 p.m. Eastern. And hopefully we will lean more into the mystery of what exactly Cadwell is doing down here. I am very excited anyway. I hope you guys are. I have so many questions. I need to try not to let them torture me all night. But I will be around in the Discord if you guys want to come and just flail about this stuff with me, because I'm probably going to be flailing about that. Probably going to be flailing about it quite a bit. If you guys do not have a link to the Discord, though, you can find the link in the panels below, or you can type !Discord into Twitch chat and get the link that way. Please come join us if you are so inclined. We do not bite, I promise. We are all very, very nice people, although I cannot make any guarantees about Antu and the things Antu does. I'm gonna try to wind down a bit, though, you guys, and try not to lose my mind over potential conspiracy theories. So until I see you guys again on Sunday, you all have a good night, have a good rest of your week, and have a good weekend. And I will see you guys all again on Sunday. Bye, guys.